This is good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this webinar. The webinar title, The Complete Professional Branding, Conduct, and Ability. This is an international webinar for librarians and information professionals organized, sponsored, and hosted by the Nigerian Library Association. We anticipate to run the program for 2 hours, 30 minutes with distinguished speakers and engage in interactive discussions as well as fireside chat. We have speaking countries, Malaysia, Namibia, and Nigeria, and the moderating countries, Kenya and Nigeria. I'm from Kenya, Nurisa, moderator, and my co-moderator from Nigeria is Sylvester. Just a little fun facts about the Nigerian Library Association. We'll give you five fun facts about the Nigerian Library Association for those of us who are not in Nigeria to understand how it operates. Fun fact number 1. The Nigerian Library Association was inaugurated in 1962. Fun fact number 2. The membership is approximately 5,000. Please, if you're not speaking, be on mute so that we reduce the echo. Fun fact number 3 is about the structure of the Nigerian Library Association. It operates with 36 state chapters and 13 special interest groups. Fun fact number 4, Nigerian Library Association has its own official anthem, which was composed by Dr. C.C. Ukwenye, and it was officiated in 2022 during the 6th annual conference and AGM of the Nigerian Library Association. The last fun fact for today is the fact that NLA, Nigerian Library Association, remains the largest professional body for librarians in Nigeria. Housekeeping. Number 1, please ensure your microphones remain on mute throughout the session unless you are invited to speak. This will help minimize background noise and ensure everyone can hear the presenters clearly. Housekeeping number 2, which is optional. Kindly share your names and affiliation on the chat. Housekeeping number 3. If you have a question while a speaker is presenting, please type it directly on the chat. The moderators will collect and address them during the question and answer segment. With that, I warmly welcome my co-moderator as we lead this session for a formal welcome and introduce to us the chief guest. Over to you, Mr. Sylvester. Mr. Sylvester, you're muted.
Thank you. Can you hear me now, Nerissa?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction and the facts about the Nigerian Library Association. That was well researched. Thank you so very much. And maybe one more extra fact you may want to add there is that we have our very popular annual conference and general meeting holding in the couple of few weeks. So that's very great news for every Nigerian librarian today. So please assist me in muting those microphones. So good morning, everybody, and esteemed respected colleagues. Before going to the next item on our agenda, I would like to acknowledge the presence of all the members of the Nigerian Library Association Council. I would like to first also acknowledge the presence of our president, Dr. Lawal Umar. He's here right now. And once I'm done with this introduction, I'll be inviting him for his opening remarks. Also, I can see in the comment section that we have heads of libraries We have professors, we have participants from different parts of the country in Nigeria and different parts of the globe. So one thing that can help us right now is if you introduce yourself in the comment section. So I would like to appeal, just go into the comment section and type, my name is Sylvester, head of library or an e-librarian at so, and I'm watching from Kenya, I'm watching from Namibia, or I'm watching from Malaysia. So just help us know where you're watching from. It will help us also to recognize you and appreciate you also. So having established this protocol by recognizing all our beautiful members and participants that are here today, I want to quickly administer a poll. The poll has just 2 questions. So give me a moment. The pool is going to be helping us. But before I continue, Nerissa, could you confirm if you can see my slide?
I can.
You can see the agenda right now, right?
Right, correct.
Okay, very good. So on the agenda today, immediately the president gives his remark. We're going to be having Melba, who will be taking us on a very interesting topic, the first 30 seconds, how first impressions drive effective library service delivery. And once she's done, we'll be having Farah from Malaysia, and we will now take a break, a break away from presentations to now ask questions. Once that section is over, we'll go into another part of the event where the registrar of the LROCN and the former president of the Nigerian Library Association will be on a fireside chat with all the speakers and with all the participants. We want to engage you so we can talk about the theme for today. So yes, these are our speakers as you can see them on the screen. We introduced them already. So now let's go to why we are here. All right. And to understand why we are here, this pool I'm about to administer will explain it better. So if you check your screens now, you will see that we have launched a pool. Nerissa, please help me confirm if you see the pool.
Yeah,
Can you
see the
see it?
poll. Yes, please, sir.
Okay, so I would like for us to please start answering the questions. There are 2 polls. Good, beautiful. The first question says, which best describes your biggest professional challenge right now? Everybody, let's see your responses. Oh, beautiful. 5% so far. How many persons do we have here right now, Nerissa? We
79
have
over.
81 persons here. And for those who are watching on Facebook, you may not be able to take this poll, but just type in the comment section your response, and it will help us to also evaluate at the end of the day. So we want to know your biggest professional challenge as of right now. So far, the biggest challenge of the participants right now says that balancing competence with professional image. Is it confidence with leadership and difficult people? Is it being visible with seeming self-promoting? So please answer that. There's another question. The second question says, have you ever felt that your competence was overlooked because of how you were perceived? For instance, maybe because of your appearance, you were disregarded in your workplace, because of the way you communicate, because of maybe even the way your colleagues communicate, because of the way they dress, and the library has been looked down upon, because of the way the library conducts themselves, the library has been looked down upon or overlooked, and they don't prioritize you in conversations. If your answer is yes, it has impacted your career, just answer. If it's no, your competence actually speaks clearly for you, just give the response. And if you're not sure or you've never considered an issue like this, feel free to also let us know. Currently, we have 32 persons who have answered the second question and 34 persons who have answered the first question. I'm going to give another 1 minute for us to answer these questions. So while we are answering these questions, I will just go ahead to say something. Now, I think I'll be correct to say that many, many years before I even thought of becoming a librarian, libraries and librarians were primarily evaluated by what we know, right? I think people will say, oh, librarians are very knowledgeable people. But that's actually not the case today, if you'd allow me to say, because we have now seen that people are beginning to form their opinions about you even before they know what you have inside of you. Sometimes it is the way we communicate to them. Um, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put my phone on do not disturb now. Thank you. Sorry about that. So sometimes it is the way how we appear, our appearance, and other times it's especially our attitude, the attitude of librarians, the attitude of library staff, all these experience put together, um, how people encounter us forms an opinion in their mind. And this is why today's conversation is very important. And from the responses so far, it gives us a clue on what the challenge is that the Nigerian Library Association is trying to solve. And that is why we are actually organizing this webinar. This is the grand finale of 3 webinar series that the Nigerian Library Association started 2 months ago. It started with Emerging Library Technology Skills, and then we went into the Unified Voice, another series of webinars for media officers and public relations officers. Today, we are here for the complete professional. And I must say at this point that the Nigerian Library Association is really fortunate to have a president and an executive who consistently support the initiatives that strengthen the profession and empower members. So at this point, while we are going to bring up the president, I just want to confirm that we are now through taking this poll. 49 persons out of 94 persons. This is not fair. Nerissa, it's not fair. We have 94 persons here. I think it's just easy to put a button, right? You just press the button and then you answer. So, but then I'm going to end the poll right now. Who's going to be the 50th person? Yeah, 50. So I'm going to end the poll right now, so that I'll make welcome the president. I think I'm done with my introduction. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 23rd president of the Nigerian Library Association, Dr. Lawal Umar, a fellow of the Nigerian Library Association, to deliver the opening remarks for this event. Dr. Lawal, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sylvester Ebonu, for the very elaborate introduction. My job is very simple, is just to welcome our esteemed participants, our guests, our resource person. So by way of hierarchy, let me first and foremost recognize our distinguished resource persons who are here, who are accepted to be with us this morning to share their wealth of experience. On the list, we have resource person from Malaysia. Permit me to use the name of Malaysia because I'm struggling to pronounce the name. If I'm correct, it's Nurfarawahidah. You are welcome. We also have another resource person, which are also part of our movement here in Nigeria. I want to recognize Alhaji Rilwanu Abdulsalam. Alhaji Rilwanu Abdulsalam need no any introduction. He is currently a university librarian, but believe me, he was former. So I must acknowledge he was one of our former presidents of the Nigerian Library Association and a former university librarian, Kaduna State University, and also a former university librarian in, what's the name of this university in Taraba State? And then let me also recognize our Registrar, Librarian Research Council of Nigeria, Ambassador Jafar Abdullahi Wase. Then I will also recognize our moderator, Nerissa. Nerissa, thank you. You are doing a very good job for the way and manner you introduce our Nigerian Library Association. And then I must also recognize the members of the National Executive Council, which I am privileged to lead, and our council members here present, and of course, our dedicated, dedicated capacity national public relation officer. He needs to be singled out for recognition. Distinguished colleagues and participants from across the country and beyond, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I warmly welcome you all to the concluding session of our webinar series titled The Complete Professional Branding, Conduct, and Visibility. As you're all aware, the PRO has said it all. This is the third and the last, and I consider it as an appetizer to what is coming up in the next few weeks in Mina. It is a great pleasure to witness the remarkable interest and participation that this series has attracted. Therefore, on behalf of the Nigerian Library Association, I sincerely thank every participant for your commitment to continuous professional development, which you know is one of the cardinal objectives of our Nigerian Library Association. The choice of this theme is both timely and strategic. Today's librarian must be much more than what we call ourselves: custodian of information, information provider, information worker, and so on and so forth. The complete professional, in my view, is one who combines knowledge with competence, ethics with integrity, and visibility with meaningful impact. So, and that resonates with the theme of today's webinar. I must emphasize here that academic qualification in this era alone are no longer sufficient to actually claim that you are a complete professional. What distinguishes outstanding professionals is their ability to continually learn, and that's what we are doing: innovate, adapt, and of course demonstrate value in every sphere of their practice. So now if I will pause and ask, how many of us fit this definition of what a complete professional is? I will leave that for you to ponder. This webinar series has challenged all of us on 3 pillars of professional success. The first one is about branding, and our professional brand is our identity. So it's very, very important we should remind ourselves. Many of us tend to forget that branding and rebranding is a continuous process. In as much as someone is alive, then you are now expected to continually to look inward and see how you can improve and change your perspective towards things and others. So the second one is conduct. And it is important to know that professional excellence is sustained by integrity, accountability, respect, of course, discipline, and adherence to ethical standards. Every one of us here as librarians should remember that he's an ambassador to our profession, and therefore our actions collectively shape the public confidence in librarianship and, of course, the NLA in general. So if you are able to do a good job, then that good job will actually be shared by all of us. And unfortunately, vice versa, if any member is not doing well in terms of his conduct, that will affect the profession, of course. The last one is visibility. And you agree with me, in today's knowledge-driven world, excellence must not remain hidden. Librarians should intentionally showcase their expertise through research, publication, conferences, community engagement, advocacy, innovation, and the responsible use of digital platforms. So we shouldn't let the digital space for politicians. It's not only politicians that need visibility. So professional librarians, this is one of the takeaway for you today. You should be able to utilize your handles to promote yourself, to market yourself, and by extension, you are marketing us. As technology, particularly AI and other emerging digital innovations, continues to transform information services, we must remain lifelong learners who embrace change with confidence. I want to pause here and advise that confidence is very key. I have encountered so many librarians, and I keep telling them the key to our success is confidence. Therefore, Nigerian Library Association remains committed to building such professionals who are complete, who are competent through conferences, workshops, webinars, mentorship programs, and of course, advocacy initiatives, which the current administration has taken very aggressively. And we will continue to provide a platform that empower our members to excel both nationally and compete globally. At this juncture, I wish to express my profound appreciation to all our distinguished persons who have generously accepted our invitation and to share their knowledge and, of course, their experiences. And your contribution will no doubt enrich our perspective and strengthen the collective resolve and the pursuit of our excellence. I also wish to especially appreciate our hardworking national PRO, who has served as the moderator and anchor for this webinar series. In your dedication, excellent coordination, professionalism, and unwavering commitment have been instrumental to the success of this very important initiative. On behalf of the Nigerian Library Association, I sincerely thank you for a job exceptionally done. And lastly, my heartfelt appreciation also goes to my esteemed colleagues, my ESCO, who are all us, and the council, and of course, the members of the entire Nigerian Library Association for their steadfast support, encouragement, and commitment to our vision of building a stronger, a more vibrant association where everyone matters, everyone counts, and everyone is very important. To all participants, I wish to encourage you not to allow the lessons from today's webinar to end with today's session. Please go back and change yourself, look into yourself, and try to build a strong professional brand, uphold the highest standard of ethics, and make your impact visible. As we conclude today's webinar series, let us remember that a librarian who is knowledgeable but invisible is underutilized, while one who is visible without professionalism cannot sustain influence. The complete professional is one who combines competence, impeccable conduct, and strategic visibility to create lasting impact. Thank you once again for your participation and unwavering support for the Nigerian Library Association. Looking forward to meeting you and receiving you in Mina around 12 to 17 July. I wish you all a rewarding and, of course, inspiring final session. Thank you, and God bless the Nigerian Library Association. I raise my case. Okay, Piero.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Lawal. We go straight to the program. Our first speaker is Melba Mabuko-Sitwala. Our topic is the first 30 seconds of first impressions drive effective library service delivery. A brief on her bio is that Melba Mabuko-Sitwala is the university librarian at the International University of Management, Namibia. She is also the president of the National Information Workers Association of Namibia. Melba is an information professional with extensive experience in academic librarianship, professional development, user engagement, and knowledge management. She's passionate about promoting professionalism, quality service delivery, and the evolving role of libraries in societies. Colleagues, please help me welcome Melba to the Melba presentation. How about you, Melba? Melba? All that lab is for you, please. You have the right to share your screen. Melba in the house?
Okay, Melba seems to be having a challenge rejoining. You know, she mentioned she's at a location where the weather it's not very friendly right now. But she's currently trying to join right now, right? So, Nerissa, I sent you a WhatsApp message. So let's see. Let's give Melba a few more seconds. If not, Farah will come on board. Farah, good morning. Happy to see you this morning. I know it's evening over there.
Yeah, it's evening here. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Farah here from Malaysia.
Hi.
All right. Okay, so we will still waiting for Melba, right? So I think that
Yes.
I'm going to give the slide to you, or is it my friends can, or is it my team can share the slide later, or you can share the slide? All right. Okay, good. Oh, no, not
Okay.
this one. Not this one. Sorry. I already sent another one. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I apologize.
Okay,
Sorry.
I think that was your assistant sharing the slide, or who was doing that? Is it Nerissa?
Not Nerissa.
Okay, I didn't share the slide, so
Okay,
yeah,
no, it's okay. Oh, is it my team that's sharing the slide? If yes,
I
answering.
think it was your team member. So I'm just going to tell Melba that we'll start with your presentation. So hopefully Melba would be able to fix her internet any moment from now. So you can share your slide now while I just introduce you to the audience.
All right. Okay,
Is
my
that
team.
okay?
Yeah,
You can
it's okay.
you can share your slide now.
All right, it's great for me. Okay, I will ask my team to share the slide as well.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, many of our colleagues are actually doing great across the globe, but most of them are almost invisible. But there are, of course, there are few of us who understand how to position ourselves, and many also have learned how to communicate value and build influence. Today, it's my pleasure to introduce to you someone I've listened to before. That was in 2024. In fact, I got to meet her, Farah, during one of Madam Melba's webinar, and that's why we were hoping Melba would speak first 2 years ago. And after that event, I said to myself, we must bring this mindset to our colleagues in Nigeria and extend it beyond Nigeria. And here we are today, having Nurfarawahidah Badruesham, and she's also widely known as Farah. She's a certified professional image consultant, a senior librarian at University Technology, Mara. She's a researcher and a professional trainer specializing in personal branding, professional image communication, and workplace etiquette. Combining her background in library and information science with professional image consultancy, she has delivered workshops and keynote sessions for universities, government agencies, and professional organizations across Malaysia. Her work focuses on empowering professionals to enhance their visibility, credibility, and influence while remaining relevant in an increasingly digital and knowledge-driven environment. All the way from Malaysia, please, let's give our digital hands up for Nurfarawahidah Badruesham as she speaks on the topic, Professional Image for Librarians, Your Brand, Visibility, and Influence within the next 30 to 40 minutes. Madam, we are honored to have you. The floor is yours.
All right, thank you so much, Sylvester, and also nice to meet all of you. I wanted to be here, and greetings for Dr. Lawal Umar, and also all the team member organized this webinar from Nigerian Library Association. Okay, thank you so much for your effort for having me to this session. All right, okay, you can call me Farah. Oh, I am so happy that you pronounced my name correctly. Very good. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. All right, to make sure that it's easy for everyone to call my name, you just call me Farah. Okay, F-A-R-A. Farah is easier. All right, okay. So my sharing session for this slot is about professional image for librarians, your brand, visibility, and influence. Okay, I do believe that might be a, a, a few of you, if you already meet me 2 years ago or last year or any years back, can you just give me a hi at the chat room? It might be that, yes, I meet you before this, or you just say hi, so I can know that you already meet me during, yeah, thank you, during the previous webinar. All right, okay, thank you guys, thank you so much. Okay, for my session, it just will be quick sharing session, and also about how to upskill yourself. It might be how to make that you are more visible. Before that, okay, later. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, like what Sylvester share with me, share with us, sorry, that I am a senior librarian. I'm also a certified professional image consultant from Malaysia. I'm also a certified human resource development Malaysia. This is a professional body that recognize the trainer. All right, okay, and then next. Okay, and then this topic is about wake up call your image. And if you are already here, you are already listen or already here with me the previous year, so take it this session as a refresh to we are might be having a little bit a study back about our topic. Okay, so next. Okay, and then I would like to share about how to be the best version of you. I would like to have a disclaimer earlier for this session. This is only a session that will not change you immediately, but it will change you if you take an action consistently. When it comes to professional image, when it comes to how to be the best version of you, you must have a self-discipline. Number one. And you also must have a consistent attitude to be better day by day. Number two. And number three, you also need to have a knowledge. To be a best version of you, to be a better version of you, you must have a knowledge. How to get a knowledge? You must read. Of course. Of course, the perception for other people about us who are work in library is we already read a lot of book. Actually, it might be yes, it might be a myth. isn't it? Sometimes we just work in library, but can you count how many books that you read yearly? If today is only already in the June, right? June. So in the half of year already, how many books that we read? Okay, fine. You don't have time to read a book. Okay, fine. How many podcasts that you listen or you join, or how many webinar that you join to upskill yourself? So that can help you to be the best version of you. Today, I won't say that you must be the best version of you comparing to others. No need. You just comparing yourself with your previous one, or be the best version of yourself compare with your old one. Okay? All right. Is it clear, right? Okay, next. And what is professional image? I don't want to ask the previous participant, but I want to share already. Okay, next. When it comes to my contacts, when it comes to professional image, it will consist four. It is A, B, C, D. What is A next? A is your appearance, whatever that you wear, whatever it can be visualized at your body or yourself, it can be count as your appearance. So it will count as your hijab. If you're wearing hijab like me, the color of your clothes, how you make up yourself. Makeup is only a tool, yes, but then you must make sure that your look will your look will be fresh, not like you just go out from hospital. Okay, so you must take care of your appearance. Next, B is stand for behavior, your attitude. Okay, if you have a good appearance, you have a nice clothes to wear, you have a good hijab to wear, you have a makeup on you, you have a good suit, but when it comes to your attitude, you are rude. You like to curse. When you are doing work, you love to pass that job to other people. So that's not a professional image. Okay? And also when it comes to behavior, it consists your attitude toward others, your attitude toward your family, your attitude when you do your work. Okay, any platform. If you are in the school library, if you are in the academic library, if you are in the public library, or you are not work in library but you are work with association, the behavior also must be professional. Okay, that's a B1. Next, the C is communication. You have a good appearance, you have a good attitude, but when it comes to communication, your mouth be like, people won't understand what you are talking about, what you are mumbling. Yeah, it sounds funny because we are not like that. But sometimes we have a colleague or friends that's struggling with that. They need to practice a lot of time to communicate with other people. So in terms of professional image, it must consist these three first: your appearance, your behavior, your communication. You cannot drop one. What you might be you are have a good clothes, you have a good looking, you are very have a nice appearance, but when it comes to your attitude, you look down to others, you always talk bad about others, and when it comes to your communication, you have nothing positive to say, but you really like to say the bad thing to people. So that one is not professional, even though that you have a good appearance. You got me right? So it must consist and balance for A, B, C. It cannot drop any of it. Okay. Next, the last one is D, digital footprint. This is the most challenges part nowadays because we have our own social media, our own platform to share what we feel, to share what we have, to share what we did. But sometimes not everything should be posted online. Not everything should be posted online. Not everyone is our friends that like to see what we have on the social media. All right. So when it comes to the digital footprint, you must check back. Did you Google your own name at internet? If you're not trying that, you can try after this. Try to Google yourself. Try to Google your own name at Google, or you can ask ChatGPT as well, or any AI. Who are you? What is your name? You put your name. Do in the library platform or in the world. You can see how it show, how it represent your own brand, your own visibility. Okay, all right. Okay, so that was a is it okay? I think okay, it's okay. I read the comment, but I just I will share the slide later. Okay. It's a digital. It is consists A, B, C, D. Appearance, behavior, communication, and digital footprint. All right, next. So, how to upgrade your image? Next. And it is a study that shows the formality of clothing might not only influence the way others perceive a person and how people perceive themselves, but could influence decision making in important way through its influence on the processing style. It is give an influence. The way your take the way you show your own image, professional image, it influence the processing style. Next. And we also cannot deny that informal clothing may hurt in negotiation. Those who dress up obtain more profitable deals than those who dress down. So it shows it is important for you to look presentable, to look good, in a good appearance, behavior, communication, and in the digital footprint as well. Okay, next. I would like to share on the library part. You can see that the appearance of professional is an important factor in shaping the perception of their profession. I just read at the comment just now. I really see that it might be have a same issue worldwide, because of the biggest challenge. By Fatih Lamini said here that the biggest challenge is that the others profession do not recognize us. Yes, it's same here. But how we would like to make other profession recognize us? It must start with our own brand. It must start with how we shaping our own perception towards our own profession. Because of what? When you are not aware about the impact of your own appearance, about your own behavior, your own communication and digital footprint, that will make other people not recognize us. That will give impact to other people not even appreciate, acknowledge our profession. So that's why all of us, there is a 90 plus here. So we need to take care about our own brand, our own professional image, to make sure other people didn't have a bad or a false perception towards our profession. So each one of us have our own role to take care about our own profession. Okay, next. So it is also the important why you need to take care about your own professional image is because to gain respect at workplace. Okay, next. Of course. And also to gain trust and create a great impression. Okay, next. About the great impression just now, Melba will share after this as well. And the appearance are also only points through which employer make the first judgment and could sense how professional someone is. Even though that we love to say don't judge a book by its cover, Farah, it's unfair. But nowadays, we would like to buy a book, also we look at the cover. How come you say don't judge a book by its cover? All right, now it's different. So we need to well prepare to be professional. Okay, next. Is it all of the time? No, it is not all of the time. with the people we don't know, with the people we have a paid relationship with. Okay, so we need to have a professional image and professional work with them. Okay, but when it comes to our own family, friendship, our own spouse, parents, sibling, kids, we are no need to be like too formal, like too rigid, no need. Okay, next. Okay, so we have A, B, C, D. Next. So what is image destroyer? What is image destroyer? Okay, what is image destroyer that you think you need to improve, you need to avoid? What is image destroyer that you think that you need to avoid? Just now that we learned, image is A, B, C, D, right? So what image destroyer that you think that you need to avoid? What is it? For example, you need to take care about your own words when you present something, or when you communicate with people. You must take care about the choice of words. That is in terms of C just now, communication. Okay, in terms of B, what? All right. In terms of B, what else? Okay, so in terms of B, you need to be hardworking. Don't take for granted about your own work. Okay, so it will destroy your own brand, your own image. Okay, next. And the most challenging part is about image, A, B, C, D, is not to start, you know. You can start after this. But the most challenging part is how to be consistent. That's the most. So the tip to be consistent, the number one is start with the easiest part. For example, you are not really like to wear how to say this? An iron shirt. The apa iron? Baju yang digosok. The knit. Sorry, the knit shirt you don't like. You always have sometimes the crumble shirt, right? So it start with that first. Right? The easiest part. Start with your shoes. Start with the daily clothes first, and then try to make it consistent. Or you don't really like to wear makeup, but your face is really like everyday discharge from warded from hospital. So you start with that. Wearing a simple lipstick first, wearing a blusher might be, starting with simple action first. And with that, you try to consistent. That one. That's how to overcome the challenges part, to make sure that you rebrand yourself. Okay, next. I would like to share about this, how to brand yourself. Like I said just now, be consistent with your A, B, C, D, and then make sure that you also take care about your own CNN. Next. What is CNN that I would like to share? Next. How to upgrade your image and be professional, and how to upgrade your image and boost your confidence. Next. And be respected. Next. It's through do and don't I will share with this. Next. Number one is dress professionally and don't use inappropriate language or behavior. Okay? Alright, next. When it comes to dress professionally, I would like to share these rules. Okay, C and N. Okay, next. What I see, you need to be clean, take care of your personal hygiene, cleanliness, personal grooming. Next, what is N? Neat. The choice of clothing, dress code, mix and match must be aligned with the occasion. Next, neutral. The color coordination, exercising, and the right fit. Okay, next. So this is C and N when you want to upgrade your own appearance. Okay. All right, okay. So the still number one is be clean. Okay, next. Brush your teeth. Yeah, take care of your own teeth. Yeah, next. Wash your face. Okay, next. For ladies and gentlemen, please use cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Now we have a global climate change. The the ozone is already make our skin we have a apa jeragat we have a pimples or freckles. Take care of it. Okay, next. Okay, about your hair, your hijab or your clothes. Next. Okay, you must make sure it's clean.
Or you have to log into.
Clean. This means that it doesn't mean it must be expensive. It's just clean, ladies and gentlemen. Next. And if you have a longer hair and then it's a longer than shoulder, it should be tied. Please make sure that your minimal baby hair is minimal. Sorry, your baby hair is minimal. And also, if you may use hair product like pomade to make it tighter, all right? And for ladies, next, you can do this, okay? Next. And for gentlemen, please comb your hair, not use your finger, okay? Comb your hair. Next. And also short on the both side, comb your hair and look hair. You know what? The student nowadays is always use their finger to comb your hair. I don't know lah. In Malaysia, it's like that, you know. It's just like that only. Oh my God, that's not neat or clean at all. Next. Okay, your facial hair. Next. Take care of your facial hair. What is the difference between this side and this side? It looks same, but it's clean and trim. It's fine for you to have a facial hair. Nothing wrong with that. It look awesome as well. But it will look awesome if you trim it properly. Okay, next. Like this, have a clean facial hair. Next. Okay, nail, your nail. Next. Please take care of your nail. Avoid to be like that. It must be clean. Okay, next. Cut your nail. If a must. Okay, if not, if you don't want to cut your nail, make sure it's clean. Okay, next. And for those who are wearing shoes, please make sure that you are wearing socks. Why? Because when it comes to the order, shoes order, you need to take care of it with a fresh step like this, and also any other product as well to make sure that your shoes is not have a bad order. Okay, next. Okay, what body order next? Okay, next. All right, for those who have struggling with your own sweat and also always have a need to work outside, don't have any nice aircon or nice condition. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have your own body odor from a different product. It's up to you. It's your own preference. Some people prefer the solid or some people prefer the liquid and also gas. So it's up to you. All right. Okay, next. But make sure that if you cannot use the chemical one, you also can change to use a natural one. You can use lemon as well. It's fine. Next. If still you are struggling with that body odor, my advice is you need to meet a doctor because it might be related with your hormone. Okay. All right. For perfume, there's a EDP. EDP is to have a longest time to stay with the perfume. EDT and EDC. Okay. Next. Okay. How to wear your fragrance? You need to sit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At your heart, it goes to the place that have a beat. All right. Okay. But please don't do this. And then put on your shirt. It will have a stain here. It will appear here. So it will look like not neat and not clean at all. Okay. Next. Okay. Number 2 is be. Just now is be clean. Now it's beneath. Okay, next. Okay, your own shirt, you must take out your shirt next. Did you know that the best color for you to wear to go to formal occasion is white or light blue? It's a blue color. Okay, not black. It's a white or light blue. It's a general, it's a universal color. All right, next. And for those who are having a button like that on the that I put the red color is, it is not show, this shirt show less formal. The formal one without a button is appear on the collar like that. It must under the button next. Sorry, under the collar like this. If you want to have button at your collar, you must make sure that the button down the collar. Okay? Alright, next. And make sure that it's not too tight for your shoulder. It's just right and not too drop. Okay? And for those who are having a middle section at the stomach, okay, make sure that you have a box pleat to make sure that your shirt is just right for your body. And for those who have a big broad shoulder, you need to choose a side pleat. Okay, it give you space and it's more comfortable for your own body to make sure it's just right fit for you. Okay, next. Okay, this is the dress shirt color. Remember, orange is not work related level. And then the color must be go to pastel. More pastel is more business level. Okay, next. All right, it's like this. This is nice. Okay. This is a neutral color. Okay, next. Okay, for the pants, you must not more than the shoes. All right, it's just too short. It's also not formal. It's just not formal. It means that not too professional. So you just have to just right. Okay, next. Okay, for ladies, next. All right, you can wear suit. Make sure what is the difference suit and blazer is. When it comes to the suit, the fabric of the blazer must be same with the fabric of the pants or skirt. Okay, it must have come from the same fabric. If not, it's just a mix and match. Okay, next. Like this is also fine for you to wear. Okay, next. All right, next. This is for casual, it's fine. Next. This is for formal. Okay, it's minimal, it's not too much. The color is neutral color. What is neutral color? Black, gray, blue, brown. Okay, all right, next. This is also fine. Next. Yeah, okay, next. This is gray color. Next. And now you go to shoes. Next. What time? Next. Okay, when it comes to men, you need to go to here. The formal shoes, the professional menswear, it goes to the slip-on shoes and lace-up shoes. You cannot go to formal, to professional occasion with the loafer or sandal. Okay, next. Okay, for ladies, make sure that you wear a right shoes. Okay, it must cover on the in front and at the back, and also have a heels. The heels is must spread with the body of the shoes. Okay, not really need to highlight this. 1.2, 1.5 is also fine, but it must have a heels. Okay, next. Okay, it's also fine like this. All right, next. Okay, this is the color: black, brown, gray, navy blue. Okay, next. This is a formal color for shoes. Okay, next is neutral. Okay. All right, so you must make. All right, okay, you must make up. Next. Yeah, why you must make up? You must make sure that your look is fresh. Okay, because makeup is a tool to enhance our freshness. Okay, next. Yeah, it's just to have compact powder. It's just, if you don't want to have a eyeliner, you can also have a blusher and also a lipstick. Oh, I cannot find my lipstick. Okay, so all right, we must have this is already fine for us to look freshness. Okay, to look fresh. Sorry, next. Like this only on the left side, not the red one. The red one is too bold. You just want to look professional, not like too pale. Okay, next. And accessory, next. Ladies, we have rules of 5. You must have your ring, your necklace, your watch, your earring, or your bracelet. But for those who are wearing hijab, we are excluded our earring and also our necklace. So if we go to our brooch, okay, the numbers of our brooch is 3, only can be appeared. All right, the rest is can be hidden. Okay, next. For men, you must have a rules of 3. Your watch, your belt, and your handkerchief. It is okay and fine as well if you want to have your ring, but make sure one hand and one ring only, not 5 of them. If 5 of them, you are become like a different person. Just in a formal occasion, okay? In a formal occasion. You also can add on your lapel pin, your tie pin, and also your cuff link. Also can. All right, next. And when it comes to the watch, you for ladies and gentlemen, you must go to leather or steel. Okay, if you want to wear a smartwatch, make sure that that smartwatch goes to the strap one. Okay, next. All right, the do and don'ts. Be friendly and courteous and don't engage in gossip. This part is goes to your behavior. Remember, professional image, how to make your own brand visible and give influence to others. You must alert and be professional on A, B, C, D. Okay, next. This one is a behavior part. Okay, next. All right, next. Okay, so and also for the B part, be respectful to colleague and patron. And please don't ignore professional development. Just like what Nigerian Library Association did now, the consistent webinar, the sharing knowledge, the transfer knowledge, it's really good to have the association that always put effort to make sure that we always upskill and remember to join to enhance our professional development. Okay, next. And that's how it works when it comes to etiquette on behavior part. The importance of etiquette to make sure that our behavior in the professional image is in a good way, that because of having an etiquette is as a guideline and it makes ourselves disciplined, and also it prevents to other worse scenario, and it makes sure that our workplace harmony and it shows professionalism in our profession. Okay, next. And this is a 10 basic etiquette a professional must know. Next, we start with a deportment. Next. Deportment, the way you walk, the way you stand, the way you sit, tell a lot about you. If you sit like this, can you see what I see just now? Like this. It shows what? You are lazy. You must make sure that you sit properly. Yeah, it's so funny, but there is a colleague that always want to lay back like this. What the? Oh, you cannot do that. That give an impression that you are lazy. People don't want to know that you are have a back pain or not, but you must make sure that you are comfortable with how you sit and also how you stand. Okay, that tell a lot about you. Next. And greeting, you can say hi, hello, how do you do, how are you, in a formal greetings. And also you also can have informal greeting, like what we say, hello, hi, what's up, is also fine. But when it comes to formal greetings, you must use that. Okay? Next. Proper address. Next. What is meaning of proper address? Yeah. If you know that the people have a doctor, the correct title, you can say that. Okay, Mr., Miss, Madam, Doctor, Prof. Okay? Next. And please, not simply shorten someone's name. No, it is so unrespectful. Okay, so you need to respect the other person and start off formally. How do you know the permission is given? For example, just for my case just now, the Sylvester acknowledged me as Nurfarawahidah Badruesham, but I already give her permission. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen, just call me Farah. So that how the permission is given to shorten the name. Okay. Next. Handshake. All right. Okay, next. Yeah, please make sure that you shake properly. Not of this. Okay, not a dead fish handshake. Not like too hard and not also a political handshake. No need like this. Okay, next. It must be like this. Firm, yeah, and eye contact as well. No need like handshake, but your eyes is down. No, you need to eye contact. Hello, my name is Farah. Okay, next. But just for your information, okay, this is, I think I need to share to all of you. If you meet up with someone with a hijab, basically, we cannot shake men, okay? I will do like this, but I do not, and I do understand about the differences of culture, you know. So once you look at the woman already do this, you just do like this as well, okay? Is respectful each other. All right. Okay. Thank you. Next. Okay. Next, introducing others. All right. Next. Okay. In principle, introduce a less important or younger to more important. For example, you might say, Dr. Lawal Umar, let me introduce Melba, our new team for Nigerian Library Association. It's like that because Dr. Lawal Umar is the president. Okay, next. Okay, socially, ladies are considered more important than men. It's a socially. Okay, that one is in the work part. This one is a socially for location at like coffee shop. So you can also introduce our friends. Okay, ladies first like that. Okay, next. Okay, how to give business card. Next. Next. Okay, you must accept the other person's card first before you present yours. And also, do not scribble on someone's business card. If you have business card, for example, this is too big for business card, right? But it's just example. Your name is here, Nurfarawahidah, blah, blah, blah. You just send like this. You give like this. Okay? Like this to people. All right? Okay. It means that the other people can already read your name. No need to put like this. No. Just like this. Okay? And then when you take the business card, please show some gratitude. Read the name first. Not like, oh, what's your name, Fatima? Put it on the back. So don't want to talk about you don't want to make a connection with, you don't want to make a good connection with that people. You just talk about yourself only. Oh, don't do that when you are doing a networking. Okay, next. It will ruin your own brand. Next, compliments. How to handling compliment. For example, I will say, oh, Sylvester, you are so handsome. How to handle that? Or you just need to do is smile and thank you only.
That's better.
Okay?
Okay,
all right. Next. And then, sorry, pass back. Patah balik. Okay. The technique to give a compliment is immediately, openly, specific, and mentions positive effect. For example, thank you so much for Nigerian Library Association for organize this webinar consistently because it also gives impact for those librarians who want to enhance their professional development. It shows It showed impact and good progress, positive feedback from the librarians around the world when joining this webinar. That's how a compliment giving to the people. Okay, it must have a specific and also mention positive effect. If not, it will sound that you want to get something. No need. You must give compliment on the action, not compliment on the physical part. All right. Okay. Next. Okay. How to give a criticism? Next. To give a criticism, you must do the differently with the compliment. You close the door, specific, and provide solution. If you want to critique without to give or provide solution, then you shut up. Please close your mouth. Okay, if you think that, if you say, oh, you should do this, you should do that, then you do lah. You do. You not even want to do. You just want to complain. Cannot. Make sure when you want to critique, you provide solution. It might be better for us to do a webinar during what time, blah, 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 blah. It might be that we can add on the topic, blah, 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 because nowadays it's like blah, blah, blah. It's better like that instead of you just complain, critique. So when people ask what is the solution, you don't know how to, you not even have any idea to share the solution. If that case, my suggestion is you just shut up your mouth and keep it to yourself. Okay? Next. All right, next. For the 3PIQ, this is what you need to P1, the first P is privacy, protect your personal brand. In this digital era, your professional image is not only built face to face, but also through your social media apps, your WhatsApp status, your Facebook comment, your photo and videos upload online. AI generated also show your own brand. So key message here is not everything should be posted online. What you need to think, how can your post increase your professionalism? Okay. Number 2 is punctuality. It means that respect time, build trust. One of the strongest indicator of professionalism is punctuality. It shows your responsibility, reliability, respect to others, and good self-management. All right. Okay, next. Personal question. Know what to ask. Sorry, patah balik. Know what to ask and what not to ask. Avoid asking overly personal questions such as your salary, your health condition, your family conflict, your political opinion. Professionalism includes respecting personal boundaries. Okay, next. 1Q, oh sorry, patah balik. 1Q is the quality, the element that makes you memorable. Privacy, punctuality, and personal boundaries create professionalism, but quality create excellence. All right, next. Netiquette, next. Next. All right, is you must be like, follow, tweet, share that the beneficial social media to you. All right, next. All right, I think next, communicate in terms of communication, address others by their name, proper notes, be approachable and concise, and also take care of next your body language. Okay, eye contact, power posture that I said just now, keep hand visible. All right, and then mind the space. Okay, next. And the good communication is between confusion and clarity. Next.
Amazing.
Last but not least, what's next? Yeah, next. Next is the time for change is now. Okay, next. Make sure that turn this knowledge into action. Okay, next. And how you rate our session today? It's already end of the session. Is it all bad or awesome? All right. Okay.
Amazing.
Next.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so.
Okay, I would like to have you to scan this and also give your feedback there. What did you enjoy with my session?
Amazing.
you send that one? Okay, I also will give the
Could you
link
put
to my
that in the comment section? Could you put the
Yeah,
link
yeah,
in the
yeah.
comment
Yeah, yeah.
section? Yeah.
Wait.
Okay. So thank you
Right.
very much. Can I say something, Farah? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah. Here.
So I'd like to say thank you. Sincerely, this was an incredibly very insightful presentation regarding building our professional image. And I know many persons may not have expected this presentation to have gone in this dimension. But I want to emphasize that this is why this event is tagged the complete professional. I want to emphasize that this topic is important for our community. Sometimes, as librarians, it is easy for us to just fall into the trap of thinking that our image, our appearance, and digital footprints, everything that Farah had talked about, that sometimes all we need to just do is focus on our work and the qualification of being a librarian. But that's not just all. Farah today has explained to us A, B, C, D, A for appearance, B for behavior, C for communication, and D for digital footprint. All these shapes how society perceives the entire library profession. So even you can imagine somebody would ask, what does the deodorant that I put on or I wear, what does it have to do with the profession? So I don't know. Can I even ask that question? Farah, what does the deodorant I wear, what does it have to do with the profession? How I dress, what does it have to do with the LIS profession?
Of course, because when you have, oh, no need to do this. Okay, I think that might be just stop sharing. It's a Q&A session, right? Okay. For when you ask me about how deodorant can reflect to our library information science field and profession, we dealing with people. We dealing with human with sense. The sense is a bad or not. It will make people more comfortable if you are clean, neat, and neutral. So
Yeah.
that's how it works. You must to make sure that you yourself presentable in order to make sure that your own brand visible and also can sustain in this profession. Remember, we are not only dealing with books, or digital era, we dealing with people. So when it comes to people, we must to make sure our patron, our colleague, our user comfortable with us with all aspects.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So that's why this presentation is actually very robust. We have the registrar of the LRCN here. We have former president of the Nigerian Library Association, and Melba is about to give her very energetic presentation. Nerissa, over to you while I invite Melba. Immediately after Melba's brief presentation, we will come for a Q&A session with Farah and Melba.
Thank you so much. Again, let me reintroduce Melba. Our topic is the first 30 seconds. How fast impressions drive effective library service delivery. A small bio. Melba Mabuko-Sitwala is University Librarian at the International University of Management, Namibia. She's also the president of the National Information Workers Association of Namibia. Melba is an information professional with extensive experience in academic librarianship, professional development, user engagement, and knowledge management. She's passionate about promoting professionalism, quality service delivery, and evolving role of libraries in societies. I think with that kind of bio, she's the right person to tell us about the first 30 seconds, how fast impressions drive effective library service delivery. Melba, please be ready. Please, all of us join in welcoming Melba virtually. Melba, be ready, kindly take up your presentation.
Thank you very much. Just a minute. I truly appreciate, and it is indeed a great honor and rare privilege to engage with great minds that are eager to learn, to make a difference in the profession, collaborate together, create impact. So as introduced, I hope I'm audible. Am I audible? Just an indication? Someone to give me an indication? Okay. Thank you. My name is Melba Mabuko-Sitwala. I'm the university librarian at the International University of Management. I'm also serving as the president of the National Information Workers Association of Namibia, NIWAN. Today, I will be talking about the first 30 seconds, how first impressions drive effective service delivery. Sincere apologies, I will not put on my video. I'm in the village, we had a bereavement. Yeah, so I think Farah has really dealt with quite a lot of aspects that I will be speaking to. And to be very honest, when we talk about first impressions, I wish we had like more time where I could even ask also to pose a question to say, give me maybe 3 or 2 adjectives of how you describe me, those that have met me in person or those that are meeting me for the first time. This webinar or the flyers were shared beforehand, and I think many of the things that many of us as participants usually do, when you see a flyer that has been shared, we quickly rush to see the profiles of the speakers. We want to kind of like attach this trajectory of who's going to speak to us. I don't know if we did that background check, and sometimes that's what forces us to join these sessions to say, what is it that I want to learn? Yeah, so when we talk about first impressions mattering, I want to start off by saying that impression is not about the smile that you wear. It's not about the title that you hold. Neither is it about the confidence that you possess or you carry, but it's about the emotional residue that people feel the first few seconds of meeting you, the first interaction that you have with someone, it's what leaves a lasting legacy. And I must state or categorically strongly state that you and I are in control on the impression we want people to have about us. You and I have the control of how or what impression we want people to look or view us. You never have the second chance to make the first impression. So the first impression really, really matters. And rest be assured, Farah has spoken about appearance, communication, our attitudes. Hence, all this just simply shows that our image is our first business card. Before we issue our business cards to anyone we are interacting with, the way we present ourselves speaks volumes. So your appearance communicates even before you yourself do. So some of the famous phrases that we continue to hear are that people judge a book by its cover. So if you want, you dress the way you want to be addressed, okay? Maya Angelou, a poet, also once said that I have learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. All this comes to the emotional aspect on what is it that is making someone to still come back and seek for a service from you. And also a warm smile is a universal language of kindness. A lot of us tend to take for granted the power of kindness. We underestimate the power of kindness, unfortunately. There's also another saying that shows or says that people may hear your words, but they will feel your attitudes. So this is just to say that this webinar, the complete professional, we are talking about professionalism that encompasses our attitudes, our appearance, and the way we communicate to each other and to the people we are meeting on a daily basis more so our biggest stakeholders, especially in our information centers, in our libraries, who are our clients, because without them, then libraries will be like white elephants. So professionalism forms the foundation of excellent service delivery and a pathway to success, both on an individual level and to the organization. On an individual level, professionalism opens doors for you as an individual. It enhances your career advancement because remember, not every job is advertised. And if not every job is advertised, because some organizations just headhunt, they will think about a person they know shows up with intentionality, they know will represent the institution very well. Because when we are talking about professionalism, when we are talking about professional branding, we are saying I'm not only attaching a brand for myself, I'm also attaching a brand to the organization that I represent. Okay, so it simply says that professionalism refers to what is right or wrong and is culturally acceptable to the organization or any business entity. So this is just to say it's a set of standards of a behavior that is accepted. So how I call myself or defines who I am is how I package my professional image. So the pillars of professionalism are integrity, accountability, respect, and excellency. Am I doing the right thing even when no one is watching? Many of us have a tendency of trying to put up these faces where I can only do something when I'm being watched. But then we are being reminded that professionalism comes with being it comes with integrity, where you need to know your job description, your values, and the values of the organization, the contract that you signed for. And when you are in your workplaces, you don't need for someone to push you to do something, but rather you should know what you need to do at that particular time. Accountability is just basically taking ownership of the actions and decisions, as well as the outcomes of what I do. The respect for others. I think we spoke or we heard about this from Farah. And excellence. Excellence requires commitment to performing your duties to the best of your ability. And it is important to note that when we are talking about professionalism, professionalism is shaped just when we are studying in our colleges, in our universities, because then you know what profession or what brand am I building. They'll call you a librarian because of the nature of the course that you are undertaking. But that calling or the name that you're being called as a librarian will be affected now with the attitude, the communication, and the appearance when you get a job in the real life professional world. The attitudes that you possess, how you communicate, will also now be embedded in what we call professionalism. So we are talking about first impression mattering. Why does it matter? Research has shown that people often form opinions within moments of an interaction, which is very true. Because when you meet the person for the first time, or when we are in our workplaces, our clients working in our libraries, while they are talking to us, their brain is processing and they're asking themselves questions. Can I trust this person I have approached? One. Secondly, they'll ask questions in their mind to say, will I be satisfied? Will my information gap be filled? While the brain is processing, it's also searching for evidence to confirm the belief of, was I received well? If the person received me with warmness, welcoming environment, I'm very sure that I will get what I'm looking for in terms of my request, my information need will be felt. You will find that users are working in the libraries, they're talking to us. We are busy now multitasking, you are on your phone, you're not paying attention. We heard from Farah's presentation. When you're communicating with a user, you need to be present. You don't just need to be present with your verbal voice. verbally, but you need to be present even with your actions, your body language, because sometimes you may be saying something, but you don't really mean it. And if you just say it out, your body language will show that you actually don't mean it. We are always being judged, and hence people are always forming opinions about us, especially us librarians, because the narrative of librarianship is the one that has been built on narratives where we are only book packers. We only pack books. Now, it's you and me who should change that narrative so that the impression or the first impression we give to our users gives that lasting legacy that makes a user want to come back and seek for more help from us. But the sad reality of what is happening in our libraries is many of the users that are coming, they have to choose which one should I go to seek for information or to ask a query. So it's because of our attitudes, it's because of the way we are communicating to them that makes them shy away from approaching us. Our appearance also scares us. I think you agree with me that we've seen situations where you take, if you are a mother like me, you take your child to kindergarten and everything, and the teacher that is receiving your baby, the child all of a sudden starts crying. It's the appearance of the teacher. Appearance, we are not saying go and put on expensive clothes, go and put on makeup, and then your face will start looking like what? I don't know, but we are saying show up professionally. Masquerade. Thank you very much. And then the child just starts crying. Now you are wondering, you are forgetting, or you can't even think to say, it's my appearance that is scaring this child. And this is what we are doing even in libraries. You come with your problems from wherever you are coming from. You come to your workplace, your face is just groomy, and you are even proud to say, I'm just an introvert. No, me, I don't smile. It's not about you're an introvert, you don't smile, you are not a people person. Remember, we are dealing with clients. And if we are dealing with clients, you can't run away from the fact that when you are providing the services, you need to uphold the highest level of professionalism. Your deeds should speak. Your words should also communicate that you mean what you are saying. So we really need to pay attention to these things that we mostly don't take into consideration. So trust starts before the conversation begins. When a client walks in our libraries, they will trust us and will cooperate with them based on the reception that we give them. Like I said, you will never get the second chance to make the first impression. Once you spoil your first impression, you can't go back to redo the actions that you have made. So impressions are just about what you do and how you show up. Our appearance, our attitudes, our words make a complete set of professionalism that sets a tone of how people assume we are even before we utter any word. It is important to note that impression management can impact performance rating and trust, as well as leadership potentials. So when we are talking about appearance, communication, our attitudes, we are saying we should not just show up with intentionality, but is the space where we are sitting also speaking the professional language. Some of us don't care. The places we are sitting or operating from, there will be spoons on the table, there will be cups, there will be literally everything, your makeup kit, and the list is long. What we are saying, when our users come in our libraries, let us create that conducive and welcoming environment. Before I can speak to you, I want to see how clean the environment is. And that will also give me comfort and safety to say I can still stay here and concentrate on my studies. These are just pictures of one of our branch libraries that I got. Yeah, so when you look at their circulation desk and how they have organized their materials, the environment is very, very welcoming, very, very welcoming, and it gives surety or comfort to our users that I can still stay in this space. Yeah. So let's talk about our attitude as well. Our attitude is embedded in the whole professional image because user satisfaction is triggered by our attitudes which we possess. A positive attitude creates a welcoming environment. Communication, effective communication begins with only 4 questions. What is the purpose of my communication? What message do I want to convey? Who are my target audiences? What is the most effective way to deliver this message? A lot of our activities, our webinars, our advocacies are failing because of lack of plan. One, we don't sit to categorically think to say, what message do I want to convey? And where is this message going to? Who are my target audiences? Okay. And what is the most effective way to deliver this message? We are misplaced. We are having people that are fond of accessing our information on social media. You are a librarian here and saying, I don't do those social media things. I'm not even on WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and whatnot. One, how are you going to catch the new generation that are mostly found on social media or these social media platforms? So we need to change our approaches. We need to be smart and move with intentionality to yield the desired impact that we so want to do or get. So everyone communicates. This is just to say everyone can communicate, but very few connect. What impression am I leaving when I'm connecting with you? So this is just to say everyone can connect, everyone can speak, but what connection am I leaving with you? Some of the few things to avoid here when we are building our complete professional that encompasses attitude, communication, and our appearance is to avoid chewing gums when we are talking to clients. A client is talking to you, you are busy chewing your gum and answering. Those do not form part of professionalism. Attending to clients with headsets on, you are having divided attention. Even maybe when you put whatever you're doing on hold or on pause, the person does not take you seriously because of how you have presented yourself. Some of the phrases we frequently commence our sentences with, a person doesn't know what is it that you want to talk, and they don't have all the time to listen to your if you have forgotten a word, just talk simple English and don't use jargons. Your posture as well is very key. A person is talking to you, your facial expression, the way you are seated, and you are not paying attention. One can be able to read your body language even before they can understand your words that you are uttering. Some of the times or situation that we find ourselves in is being unprofessional, where you are scratching your head, your hair, you are playing with your nails, your hands. Then a person is like, are you getting what I'm saying? If you've been with friends most of the times and people are talking, you're just on your phone. And then a person asks, did you get what I said? It's a message they're trying to let you know, to say, please give me your full attention. I'm talking, put your phone down. Okay? So let us avoid being preoccupied when attending to clients. It's very important because we'll never have the second chance to make the first impression. What is the impact of the complete professional image? So when you possess a complete professional image, it helps you to expand your networks. Like I said in my introduction, to say that it expands your networks. It brings people of like-minded together near to you. It makes your clients have trust and cooperate in you. And so when we talk about cooperation, our advocacies could or can easily be impactful or materialize and yield the desired outcome when we brand ourselves professionally. So these are just some of the works that I have done previously, where you build people's trust. And people's trust, we are talking about categories of our clientele. We are talking about our managers. We are talking about decision makers. We are talking about our researchers, everyone that comes to use the library, our users, our political leaders as well. So other examples of some of the impactful actions or rather outcomes that I've yielded by building this professional image, it's about boosting my own self-confidence. When I dress well, I feel good. Personally, I feel good. And I've tried it with another colleague. I was asking, now, how do you feel dressed or like that? And the person answered to me to say, I feel very confident. And so when you show up with intentionality, just looking nice and feeling good about yourself, like Farah said, smelling nice, you feel confidence about yourself. And when you feel confidence about yourself, then the next person that is receiving your help obviously will receive it in a more satisfactory manner, because you are all geared up, as in you are happy, you are feeling, you have this mode of just feeling good about yourself. And then increased partnership opportunities. These webinars will definitely not be possible if we didn't combine efforts. But combining efforts means communicating rightly and properly to the next person that I'm inviting to be part of my my program. It has also helped to open job opportunities. I'm speaking for myself. This is because people will remember you for what you did, how you showed up, how involved you were in. Just at the beginning of this webinar, Sylvester asked us to say, let's fill up the poll where we had to choose or describe ourselves or the level of understanding about the complete professional image. We are 92, if not, no, we are 100. We were 100, only 40 something filled up. This is what we are talking about, showing up with intentionality. 2 questions we failed, all of us failed to complete. Majority of us, not all of us, majority of us failed to participate in this. And so we are saying, when we go back, let us change our approach. When a question is posed, you need to participate. When you are in meetings, don't just be that person that just listens and then you go back. You go back to another meeting and just listening. Have something to contribute. Okay? That's the only way you can open networks. So when we are talking about impact yielded from professional image or first impression, we are also saying that the person that you are relating with at that particular moment could be your next employer. So when you give them a bad image or impression, then you miss out on the opportunity or the likelihood of being thought of in future when there are job openings. Okay, so in my case, this approach has also helped me to be creative, where now I've become an SDG advocate. It has helped volunteering opportunities, like for the Young African Library Leaders Fellowship, innovations that I have initiated and carried out successfully, like the School Trash Tag Challenge competition and the Drive Your Rubbish Home that was centered on motorists. I've also introduced some environmental talks that aimed at unpacking environmental related matters, school debate competitions, established the IUM Institutional Repository and IUM Journal alongside my capable and well-able colleagues, but this was done in partnership or through the assistance of colleagues at the University of Namibia and University of Bindura University in Zimbabwe. This is just to say that in our office or at our workplace, intentionality is always there, and we are always willing to upscale our skills and willing to go above and beyond to move or adapt to the latest trends. So you need to start naming your wins without feeling like you are bragging. So in conclusion, I would like to say that the library and information centers professionalism reassures our clients that they are in capable hands. You can only build trust, like I have said, cooperation, and get the buy-in from your clients based on the impressions that you give them. So my advice is that be intentional with how you show up. We are not just saying be intentional with how you show up, but let your words speak to your actions as well. So walk the talk. Every interaction is an opportunity to create a lasting positive impression. In service delivery and excellence, it has to begin with you yourself, how you interact with others. So let this session be a reminder that we need to audit ourselves, not to live in the idea of who we may think we are, but to live the reality of our words. If a person sees me on social media, the picture that they see should reflect of who I proudly speak about when I say I'm a passionate and intentional librarian. So let this be a reminder that we are more than capable, firstly, and that we are contributing to the national development. And if we are contributing, we need to show up with intentionality. We need to continue upscaling our skills. We need to continuously leave a good image, not only for ourselves, but for the organizations that we represent. And just be intentional with how you show up. You don't need to go and get a loan to buy expensive clothes, but just show up in your simplicity, but be sure of making a lasting first impression that will be remembered. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much. A round of applause for both speakers. All of us agree that the two sessions, the first 30 seconds of first impressions drive effective library service delivery by Melba, and the session by Wahidah, I've just shortened your name, on professional image for librarians. Your brand visibility and influence have been great to all of us. Take home, if you can't remember anything, remember image is ABCD, and remember to be intentional. Let's change the narrative. I'm opening up for quick questions. Remember, initially we said that if you have a question, put it on the chat. We picked one question from the chat, and we'll ask for another, perhaps 2-3 questions. If you have a question, please use the emoji. There's a question we picked from the chat from Doris, which will be addressed to both. Either of the two can respond to it, Melba or Wahidah. The question is, what of traditional attire? This is a question from colleagues from Nigeria. What of traditional attire? As a Nigerian, are we not allowed to dress traditionally to work like a real African queen? That goes to the question. Queens from Nigeria, they want to dress like real queens. We'll take the question. Melba, since you're not far from there, would you want to take up the question? And the next person who has a question, please use the amount.
Is Farah here? So Farah could take those questions.
That's one question. For the queens.
What is the question again just now?
The Nigerian queens are asking, they want to dress like queens. Nigeria. What about traditional attire? As Nigerians, are we not allowed to dress traditionally to work like a real African queen? Queen Doris is asking about that. Please advise Queen Doris.
All right, okay. I think that I need Melba helps here also in terms of this. Okay, but then as from what I know, if you come to other country and you are actually allowed and also being invited to wear your own traditional clothes. It's fine as long as it's not represent anything bad for your country. But when it comes to the basic rules that also the Nigerian cannot wear something similar with your queen, I think we need to follow it, but I still need to know the context of it. Might be on that one. Melba need to help me. Can you, Melba?
Melba would have some related experience and can also respond to this.
Yeah, I agree with Farah. I think the first presentation you ever made on professional image, Farah, in Malaysia in 2018, you spoke about dressing according to the occasion. Okay, you don't just show up. Much as you want to represent your culture, it is important get background check of what is the occasion I'm attending, the place, where is it gonna be? You need to wear comfortable, the timing as well, and then the nature of the audience, because sometimes you may show up, these events always have themes, okay? So you need to take cognizance of the fact that what audience am I going to interact with? We all know that in most work organizations, you can't show up on a Monday with a jeans. I'm just giving an example. A jeans is meant for Friday. And so from Monday to Thursday, you need to dress professionally. Then Friday, you dress in your jeans. Coming to the question of can I show up with my traditional attire? Yes, you can. If it's acceptable, culturally acceptable by your organization, there's really nothing wrong, because that is also part of branding. Many of us as African countries, we are known, even before people speak to us or ask us where we are coming from, by our attire. So that's part of professional image as well. So if it's accepted, then no one can refuse.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. And our person was a burning question. Of course, we acknowledge and appreciate all the comments, positive comments on the chat. That gives us a very great, it tells us that the webinar is quite impactful. Any other personal question? If none of us have a question, we just raise two questions. One question would go to Melba, and the next question to Wahidah. Melba, how can librarians maintain positive first impressions even under pressure? You've talked about a lot of pressures here. How will they positively maintain the positive impression? The look, the passion.
I'll wrap it up in one word. It's authenticity. Just be authentic. What you see when you see my profile picture on Facebook or any social media, that's who I am. So just be authentic and mean what you say. Let your words tarry with your actions. So authenticity.
Great. So as authentic as it is, I'll follow up and ask a question to Wahidah. Two questions building on what is responded to. How can we as professionals build visibility without appearing self-promotional? You've given us a lot of looks. Looking at myself, and I need to perhaps up a little, but then the question now will be, how can we as professionals build visibility without appearing like the self-promotion, promoting our looks? Wahidah.
If you are not promoting your look, okay, it's fine. But remember, that was I say just now, at least you be presentable, you clean, you neat and usual. Okay, then if you only can do that part, okay, it's fine. But you also can enhance on your behavior, communication, and digital footprint. Remember, professional image, it consists 4 A, B, C, D. If you already do the minimal on the A part, so you can represent yourself by doing the really good work, to really create an opportunity for your own profession, and also do something give more impactful to our community. Consistently, my keyword is consistent. You do your work, you do your best to your own profession. We do our best to our own profession, and also we do what we talk. Okay, that one is also we need to be real as well. When we do clean, neat, and neutral, and also be real with what you did. Be genuine. There is so many fake people in this world. Don't need to add on for that. You be professional, you be real, you be good, you be genuine, be kind, and also be the best version of you in terms of your behavior, in terms of your communication, and also digital footprint. It also can help your brand and also.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Before Melba and so that Melba give you an opportunity to wrap and give your final remarks. Just to follow up, you talked a lot about digital footprint.
Okay.
Wahidah, Then I'm looking at digital footprint, linking it to social media. And the last question to you, and also your quick closing wrap is, please continue.
Nerissa, could we allow them perhaps join? You know, there's a brief session coming up in the next 10 minutes or so. We're wrapping up by 12:30. So we have the registrar on standby of the LROCN and the president of the Nigerian Library Association. If we could just take a short break so that we could introduce that section.
So should I wrap up 30 seconds each to give their closing remarks?
Okay.
Okay, because I was linking to social media. Melba, please, 30 seconds closing remarks and 30 seconds to read the closing remarks. Then I'll give the session back to Sylvester.
Thank you very much. It's just to say thank you so much for this opportunity. Let us go back, continue learning, relearning, and take note that whatever we are posting when it comes to digital footprint, we are just celebrating our small wins and actually saving us inspirations or beacon of hope to others that could be struggling, the generation to come. So I'm so grateful, and I just implore us to just go back and be the best versions of ourselves. Let us work with intentionality and highest level of professionalism. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vero, your 30 seconds, close remarks, please. Wahidah, your 30 seconds, close remarks.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
All right, okay. I am honored to be here, and thank you so much for all of the effort to put this webinar is happening. And remember, be the best version of you with the consistent action to become a good person, a good individual that give impact to our profession. Be real, be genuine, and be consistent. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Those, of course, are just 30 minutes, 30 seconds cross remarks for this session, but still have the chat fire coming waiting for your head. Thank you. Back to you, Sylvester.
Okay, thank you very much. Please, I don't think I'll forgive myself if I don't especially also acknowledge Melba for her very enlightening session. I want to say thank you, especially for giving us a very great first impression. I know those who have met you today will never forget the first impression they've had about you, and that's what it was for me when I first met Melba. At a glance, your first impression is you notice she's somebody who you could speak with. She mentors. She's passionate. She acts even like a mother. So she's many things all in one. And I want to say thank you for all the insights you've shared here today. God bless you. So we really do hope that you stay back for the fireside chat with the Registrar of the Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria. That's the highest body that certifies librarians in Nigeria. And we have the registrar here, and we also have Alhaji Rilwanu, a former president of the Nigerian Library Association. They are now about to talk to us about the complete professional from a different perspective. And I would like for us to all hang on and let us listen to this other part of this conversation, which is going to be very interactive. But before that, we're taking a 5 minutes break for me to announce to you our upcoming events. Like we see, we've already ticked off the webinar series of the Nigerian Library Association, which ends today. I thought I'll be seeing some confettis in the air and clapping. Today, the grand finale, it ends today, this webinar. And we are going to be now focusing on our national conference. And I'm taking this break to share this because Our friends from other countries, we want you to know that this is an international conference. You can actually participate in this conference by visiting events.nla.org.ng. We want to see you participating from Kenya. We want to see you participating from Namibia, from any part of the world. It's a virtual, it's a hybrid conference, and we'll be glad to have you join us in this conference holding on the 12th of July 2026. Also, I would like to also inform you about Information Africa, where Nerissa is the founder of this organization. The caravan holds a monthly capacity building initiative. And for this month, the flyer is on the screen with the theme Archives and African Endogenous Knowledge Systems in the Age of Artificial Intelligence. This is something you'd like to want to register for right now. Every month, Nerissa, please drop the link in the comment section so that those who are interested can register for this event, please. And everybody, could you help me just say thank you to Nerissa, because she's very supportive of everything African, and we're glad to have her here. Now, next, I want to recommend to you, I believe, Nerissa, can you see our YouTube channel right now? Great. So next, I want to recommend to you the official YouTube channel of the Nigerian Library Association. Dear colleagues, if you see right now, we have just posted 2 videos. 2 days ago and early hours of today, we posted 2 videos. The first video is to teach you how to register for the NLA conference. We had recently introduced
Lost you. Sylvester network.
we have also released a video conference we would like you to explore. And like I said, as website, when you event page,
The network is bad. Is it my network or is it Sylvester's network? Melba, can you hear me?
dollars.
I can
So
hear you
this is,
loud and clear.
I want to now quickly make an announcement for this event. Please have the mic. Okay, certificates. It's a seller platform. So I don't know if time would permit me. Please, I need to do this because a lot of persons have been asking how they can get the certificates, right? So please permit me to share with you the link on how you can process the certificates. In Nigerian Naira, it's just 3,000 Naira. This is to enable us process the certificates. It's a lot of work doing all the designing and all that. So this will assist us. For the slides, the presenters have provided them for free. So we'll make that available. But those who would like to get the certificates, we want to encourage you to please fill the form. You'll be directed to a seller platform. And we are using a seller platform because we do not want you to experience any issue. It's a secured platform. All you need to do is put in your card, regardless of whatever country you are participating from. When you put in your card, you will immediately get access to a PDF document which directs you to the platform where you can download your certificates and also download the resources and everything. So take note that because you are giving us your name for the first time, it will take 5 to 7 working days before that link will have the certificate. So check between now and the next 5 to 7 days, and you will see that your certificate is ready. We encourage everyone to actually process the certificates. Also, finally, there's a survey we are going to be posting in the comment section. It's going to assess all the webinars we have held so far. Those who have attended webinars from the year 2024, 2025, and 2026, there's a link in the comment section right now. Fatima, please, I need to be sure that you are posting these things. I don't know if you are posting these links, but please share these links.
I'm posting them, sir.
Share these links so that our participants can take the survey before the meeting ends. So at this point, I would now invite Nerissa to please help us in making welcome the registrar. This is what you will see when you want to get the certificates and all that. Please help us make welcome the registrar of the Librarian Registration Council as he speaks briefly to us about what it means to be a complete professional. And immediately after that, we will have the Alhaji Rilwanu, who would also join us for a brief chat, and then we'll close the session. Thank you very much. And I hope our Vice President is here for the vote of thanks after now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I want to believe the registrar is Ambassador Jafura, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, colleagues. We are privileged to have the ambassador with us. Let me just talk a bit of his bio. Ambassador Jafara Abdullahi Wase is a distinguished librarian with BLS and MLS degree. Jafara is a fellow of the Nigerian Library Association and a chartered member of CLIP, currently serving as the registrar/CEO of the Librarians Registration Council of Nigeria. It was through the ranks from academic institutions to director level before his substantive appointment, and has numerous national and international publications to his credit. This makes him one of the best. The follow-up has been the best. Please allow me to have him on stage to talk a little bit on who is the complete professional. It's just going to give us a reflection talk on that. Welcome, sir. Is that the ambassador? Ambassador in the house? Ambassador Wase, please.
Okay. I can't see him. I'm trying to find out if he's here. But if it's not, could you also introduce Rilwanu, Alhaji Rilwanu, former president of the association?
Thank you. So we'll introduce the former president, Alhaji Rilwanu Abdulsalam, will also be joining the fireside chat and the open discussions. Alhaji Rilwanu Abdulsalam, CLN FNLA, was born in 2nd November 1958 in Kofan, Kayan, Zaire City, Kaduna State. He attended Kofan Kayana LGEA Primary School, Saduna Memorial College, and Abdul Bella University, Zaire, where he earned a diploma and a bachelor degree in library science that was between 1977 and 1983. He later obtained a master's degree in education planning and administration from the University of Abuja. His career spans the Nigerian College of Archival of Information and Technology, Nigerian Defense Academy, NUC, Kaduna State University, where he established the e-library, and Federal University of Bukari as university librarian. He later served as a pioneer university librarian of a private university in Abuja. As the professional level, Rilwanu held various state and national positions between 1987 and 2016, including national president of the Nigerian Library Association 2012-2016 and chairman of the Nigerian Book Fair Trust 2015-2019. He has attended IFLA conferences in over 10 countries, including study tours, and received several awards, including British Council Fellow in 1992. This is our national knowledge hub. I believe this is the knowledge I have for Nigeria. Please welcome, sir. Please, we're expecting you to give a few remarks, and then we'll give you perhaps a guiding question. Kindly put together your virtual hands as we welcome you to give us more talk. Welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Marisa. Am I audible enough, please?
Yes.
Yes, we hear you, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Sylvester and Marisa and everybody that plays the NLA and all other members of council that are here. I'm really glad to be part of this important webinar, and it's a pleasure to see you all after a long time. Actually, I benefited a lot from the presentations, and I think my comment will also try to summarize what has been said earlier on by the presenters that already presented. And it's a pleasure to have seen that all librarians share the same ideas. So if you're not a professional, it has already been said, that is a person that really prepared himself for this profession, but first of all, training himself, getting trained, and also making himself visible and relevant in the system wherever he is. So for me, I look back and observe that wherever I work, I try to make myself visible, make myself relevant, and try to participate in any of the institutional activities I am involved in. So really a professional is that person that shows that he knows what he's doing, he knows his onions, if you can call that. Then for him now to say that this profession, I cherish it and I have the passion. Having the passion is very important. If you don't have the passion, librarianship can be very frustrating in some institutions because some leaderships don't value librarianship or librarians. So we have challenges. During my tenure or during my stint as a member of the Executive Committee of Nigerian Library Association, we observe that most problems we have with some librarians is from the head of the institution. They don't regard librarianship or librarians as relevant. So we try as much as possible to advocate the need for head of institutions to ensure that libraries remain relevant and libraries play a greater role in all establishments. So really the issue of who is a professional is the fact that you have to have the passion, you have to make yourself relevant, and your appearance, as you mentioned earlier on, matters. So you have to really appear. You don't necessarily have to dress essentially, but you appear neat and you appear presentable. Presentable appearance, everybody knows what it means. You don't have to say you have to be traditional. You can be presentable and make things traditional. So really you have to appear presentable and appear to know what you are doing and try to be socialized with everybody. It really is very important that once you show that the head leadership, wherever you are, will now look up to you whatever they need the service of librarian. Wherever I work in the past 50 years, I don't have any problem. I have worked very closely with the leadership and I have worked closely with the management and I'm involved in everything, even outside library. Whatever the institution wants in terms of committee system, in terms of advocacy, outside the library, even I'm involved. So they look at you as a professional in your own area, and they observe that you know what you're doing, and you have the passion of your profession. So wherever you are, you can talk about your profession, the needs and the level of the profession. So really, that is, to me, is what makes a professional. And the issue of mentorship is very important. The issue of role models are very important also. We have role models in this profession in Nigeria, and we have mentorship. So really that mentorship and role models are very important because we have these seniors that have been our role models and they have passed. And we have supported them and we are really going along their lines. And we are trying to advocate wherever we are about the profession and really consider. So I look forward to seeing more younger ones take interest, not only for the sake of whatever it is to work, but to ensure that they make an impact and they have the passion. It's very important. I thank you very much for inviting me and look forward to making more contributions towards the end of this program if need be. Thank you very much, Sylvester And thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. That was really, it's really very beautiful to hear about your experience and the impact you've made. And it's difficult to actually find someone who had several years of experience of work, and the records are there to show. And when you said you've not had issues at where you work, and obviously it is because of how you have practiced professionalism in where everywhere you found yourself. And sir, I would like to ask you a very short question. Having served the association at the highest level, what role do you believe that the Nigerian Library Association or associations of different library associations across the globe, role do you think they can play in producing not just competent librarians, but complete professionals? It goes beyond just the curriculum, the LIS schools and all that. While that is part of it, what roles do you think library associations globally can play in producing competent librarians who can be respected within and outside the profession?
Thank you very much, Alberta. That has been done over the years. Past executives of Nigerian Library Association have been doing that. And what we normally is advocacy. We advocate for the profession. Because we observe that during those years, the issue of recognition and even the relevant librarianship in the library information science profession is really very, very low. So we have to advocate and try to become visible. So really outside the qualifications, you need to advocate regularly, and we are all advocating at every level. I remember those years when we were advocating for the establishment of the LSCN, that's the Librarian Professional Council of Nigeria. It's a regulatory body for librarians. We have to do a lot of advocacy. We went to the ministry, to the presidency, to the budget office before it was approved, after signing even the law by the former military head of the FNLA. Then it was now National Assembly has passed the act. So we really have to do advocacy. So advocacy is very, very important. We have to advocate with so many of the people to get the LSN fully up on ground. So after advocacy, you try to be visible. Visible means whatever we are doing. Visibility is what it means. Whatever we are doing in terms of our activities, we can be visible. And try as much as possible also to advocate wherever we are. We plan possibility to some leadership, to media houses, to ensure that the profession is given prominence. So really these are some of the aspects, I think, association. And that has been done even at people level. People advocate and even rotate around the globe how conferences or World Library Congress are held. So don't only stay in one place in Netherlands or Hague to do the conference. No, we will take around, and that's also part of advocacy. They involve the government of the country and they ensure that they advocate for the profession to be acceptable. And we have been doing that successfully, both globally and in Nigeria. Thank you very much, Alberta.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So at this point, we are about closing this event, and we would like to get further questions. Anyone who would like to speak can now unmute their microphones, can raise their hands now and ask questions or make comments. I've seen beautiful comments from Dr. Fidelia. I've seen comments from a lot of names that I won't be able to mention everyone. But now is the point. Just raise up your hand and we will identify you so you can speak before we bring this meeting to a close. It will be nice to get feedback from you at this point. It will be nice to take your questions. We have a former president here who is a bank of knowledge, especially as it concerns the LIS profession. And please, now is the time where we'd like to hear from you. If this event has been helpful to you, now is the time we would like you to, I see Madam Askira from Lagos, the chairperson of the Lagos chapter. Thank you all for being here. If you'd have any question, now's the time, or comments, please just raise up your hand. And remember what Madam Melba said. always contributes in meetings. It's also part of the requirements of being a professional, right? So let us practice that right now. So I'm going to ask again, is our registrar here? I've tried to reach him on WhatsApp. Our registrar, LRCN registrar, are you here? If you are not here, what about Dr. Juliet for the vote of thanks? Dr. Juliet, are you here? The Vice President of the Nigerian Library Association, are you here? Okay, what about the chairperson of the local organizing committee, the chairperson, are you here, sir? Dr. Musa, please, are you here, sir? Okay, I wanted him to give a remarks. Fatima Dalami's hand is up. Please, you could go ahead to unmute your mic and speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. A very good morning, good afternoon to everyone.
Your voice, your volume is low. If you could speak up.
Can you hear me?
Okay, a little better. Please go ahead.
Am I audible, please? Okay. I have two questions, please. May I proceed?
Please proceed.
Okay, thank you very much. My question is to Ms. Melba. I want her to please tell me how can the library staff recover from this first impression, because already we have so negatively formed an impression of ourselves. So how can we recover? Most of us are not here in this webinar, and a lot of us are in library now. So how can we recover from that negatively formed first impression? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Luckily, Melba is still here with us. We really appreciate you. Melba, that's a question for you. We'd be glad if you could help us take this question.
Myself. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. How can we change the negativity? Okay. I think to answer the speaker, I would like to also give my own experience that I'm coming from a point where, you know, because of the negativity that surrounds our profession, I either had to choose whether to feel pity for myself or to take the first stance of being consistent with my small steps and actions. So it's firstly believing in yourself when even no one believes in you, and not waiting for the crowd to root for you. This is the mistake we are making. When we are not recognized, when we are not awarded, we tend to be demoralized to a sense where we just show up for the sake of showing up. But we need to believe in ourselves. We need to root for ourselves and constantly remind ourselves that whatever we are doing, someone is watching. Your colleagues within your space may not appreciate or see your work, but another person is actually seeing your work. Remember what I said to say that the person that you are meeting for the very first time could either be your future employer. So many other times we are waiting or seeking for validation from other people, but you need to believe in yourself and constantly take those small actions without really or necessarily expecting anything from anyone. Because a person that is meant to appreciate your work would always definitely come your way. I'm speaking from experience. Because remember, when we are interacting or making these first impressions, not everyone will be impressed actually with your impression. No matter how you do it, how you fake it, other people will always want to bring you down. So if you want to be applauded, you continue going around the circle of negativity. Other people are just negative throughout their lives and we don't blame them because they're coming from backgrounds that they are already dismantled. So no matter what you do, you can't impress them. So changing the negativity. It's just consistency and just doing it professionally. You lose nothing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So at this point, I'm constrained to say that we might have to close the meeting here, but I see that Jafar, the registrar of the Librarians Registration Council, just joined. Sir, can you unmute your microphone to just say a final word, because we are ending this meeting now. We promised to end this meeting by 12:30, and we have to do that now. Just a word, just a closing word, please. Registrar, sir. The registrar, sir, and CEO of the LRCN, sir. Okay, I think he's having difficulty unmuting his microphone because I see him here now. So, my president, we promised to close 4 minutes ago. We are very behind schedule. Could you please help us, sir? Appreciate participants, and then we close, sir. Thank you. And especially our facilitator, sir.
Yeah, that's very nice. We can even go to 1 o'clock. I can give you that cover if you want to extend to 1 o'clock, because the knowledge we are acquiring today is really very outstanding and very special. Particularly, is coming from a very well experienced team of scholars, and coming from other clients. So we sincerely appreciate that. So having listened to all the presentation, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate first and foremost our scholars. I think let me first appreciate our uncle, Nerissa Kumar. Is this name from India? Huh?
From Nigeria.
Investor, is it from India?
From Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria, great.
From
So
Africa.
Nerissa Kumar, because Kumar, I used to see Kumar from India. So thank you very much for your time, for your sacrifice, for your very good effort and passion for our profession. You have wonderfully managed our inadequacies. You know, the moderator, the anchor will always try as much as possible to control the behavior of the participant, including the senior citizen among us. So well done for what you have done. We appreciate you. To our scholars, my dear sister Farah, because she helped me to call it Farah simply. Farah, I learned a lot from your presentation. I like it because I'm one of those people that is advocating for implementation of marketing fully into our business environment. So you have successfully guided us on how to handle ourselves, and then how to also treat our customers very, very better. So I appreciate you on behalf of all of us. We say thank you. And then to, what's the other name? To our scholar,
Madam Melba, the president of the Association of Librarians in Namibia, yeah.
Oh,
NIWAN.
our president.
Yes.
I remain loyal. I remain loyal. So thank you very much for finding time to join us and also to share your experiences and also your practical knowledge on how to actually survive, because I like the way you speak. You talk about impression matters, and then it is very important for all of us to key into that, try as much as possible to know how to portray ourselves as very good ambassadors, from our dressing, from our communication, from even our gestures, our body language. All this can define who you are. So thank you very much. And then to our own, my leaders, my elders, Alhaji Rilwanu Abdulsalam, thank you for also joining us, even though you are a senior citizen with that schedule. Please pardon us for bringing you out. But we need to do that because For some of us, we actually know you very well, but this has given us opportunity to let the other younger generation to also have a privilege and a real privilege to interact with you. So please, Alhaji, thank you very much for your presentation and your participation. And to our registrar, I know you are very busy with your program, who is going on now in Kano, and I'm already in Kano here to join his program. So thank you for giving us the time and the audience to join our own package. And to the powerful man also, the PRO, who is the brain and behind all what happened, please thank you for what you have been doing to our profession. NLA will not forget you for all that you have been putting, your energy, your wisdom, your creativity. So we sincerely appreciate you. To the all participants, like I pray for you. I ask you, please, as we are going back, as we're ending this, please, let's try to take something back and try to implement, because the whole lecture for today was all about trying to see how we can survive, grow, develop, and also compete. This is my own summary of all that we have been able to do from the speakers, from the contributors, because like I always tell us, our identity is in crisis, our image is in crisis, our reputation is also in jeopardy. So today we have the antidote. The remedy is before us from all the speakers, how to improve ourselves, how to save our face, and of course, we will become competitive in the information environment. On this note, I want to thank everyone who actually joined this program and who has participated, who has contributed in any way possible to the success of this event. I say thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So everyone, could you please, would like to just take a group photograph? You could just turn on your videos if you can. And registrar, sir, are you here now? Would you like to just say hi before we go? Registrar, sir. Is your mic able to say hi now, registrar, sir? Okay, we still can't hear from the registrar. But what about our participants? Not one, not two persons can just say, okay, this is how I feel about today. Please, how has this program impacted you? Can somebody just say something now, please? Come on. One person or two people, just say something for the record before we cut the live stream, please. Just say something.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. Unmute your mic and speak.
Good afternoon. I'm Fagbe Abimbola from Babcock University.
Amazing.
I want to say thank you very much for what you are doing. This has been a very good experience coming here this day to listen to experts in this area. I want to say the last speaker but one, the woman who spoke about how we are supposed to carry ourselves as professionals, and for the fact that we have people who always come with negativity because they are coming from that, that era. But we shouldn't give up because some people are carrying negativity. You are supposed not to allow that affect your professionality. You are supposed to carry your profession as high as possible.
Thank
I dropped
you.
something in the chat box that
Yeah.
if we can go through it. Mentorship is a key aspect of our profession, and we must make sure that mentorship is always in place. We should mentor others to become professionals like us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Madam Abimbola. Thank you so much. Madam Askira, unmute your mic. 30 seconds. Just say it quickly while we are taking the group photograph.
Okay.
Quickly. Yes.
I just want to appreciate and thank the National President, Dr. Umar Lawal, and his team and his PRO. We really appreciate all that you're doing for us when it comes to capacity building. NLA has gone to the next level. This program is really impactful. It has been insightful to every one of us. We appreciate you all and thank you as usual. We'll see you at the national conference by the grace of
Exactly.
God.
So see you
Thank
in
you all.
Mina.
Cheers.
Yeah, see you in Mina. Please don't forget there are links in the comment section. Engage with those links. And thank you, Fatima, for all the work you did behind the scene. Fatima is a librarian from Kano State Chapter. Thank you so much. So is there any other person that is so eager to say, yeah, Philomena is eager. Let's hear from you, madam.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a wonderful time. The series are so impactful. I want to speak on was it his last speaker? We didn't really hear him from my side. I don't know. The elderly man that spoke. I didn't
That
really
was
get
our
what he was
former
saying.
president. Yes. So
Okay,
sorry about
I didn't
that.
really get what he was saying, but all in all, it was an impactful gathering, hearing people speak about creating first impression, be intentional about what you're doing and everything. It's just so joyful to listen to other people from other clients. I want to say thank you very much for volunteering to participate in this our series. God bless you. See you in Mina.
All right, see you, Imina.
Yes, good
Everybody, you
afternoon.
can now open your microphone and smile, and you say hello,
I'm
say bye bye.
smiling.
Hello.
Yes, I'm taking the pictures now. Make sure your
Bye.
teeth is
Love
showing. Oh,
you.
say
Bye.
Mina, say
Bye.
Mina, say
Bye
Mina,
from
say
See
Mina
you guys. Bye bye.
2026.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
So say Mina
Thank
2026.
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Yes, glad to
Dr.
see you, Madam
Philomena, long
Hafsat.
time ago.
Yes, happy to see
See
every one of
me.
you. We can't wait to connect in Niger State. God
Mhm.
Okay.
bless you. Make sure you finalize your registration before the month ends so that you can be treated as a VIP.
See me,
Madam
yes.
Nerissa, thank you so much.
Love you
Bye-bye,
all.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you all.